Previously, I showed you how my spiking neural network was functioning as a chatbot, an essential LLM that I was trying to train. But today I have something that's a little more unique. So you can see in the top right, I have the micro track. I have a couple of functions which is talking about empathy and object. So I've created a simple detection mechanism using spiking neural networks. So I've used spiking jelly as my base. I've coded it for this. So what I want to show you is, let me just quickly navigate and I'll just show you what I'm talking about. If you're going to select object, right, you'll see this small set of particles that is just taking shape there. But if I move away from this, you'll see that it's able to describe that it's the background, right? Now I have a gyro ball. I'm just going to bring this up and place it here. You're going to notice that these shapes will form into what object it's detecting. You can see that it is trying its best to do so, which is an excellent feature actually. Let me just quickly turn it around. It's perfectly describing a gyro ball. Then I have a cloth. This is my glass cloth. So if I hold it up, it should ideally detect what this material is. You will notice that it's going to print out that it has a cloth. You can see, beautiful, right? If I bring up a mouse, it should ideally notice that this is a mouse when it is doing so. Object to empathy. You'll see that if I'm smiling, it's going to say I'm smiling. But if I'm going to show an angry face, you're going to see that it's going to say that I'm angry. Right? So when you quickly notice something, you have a certain recognition that you'll have in your mind that you're going to place towards it, right? It's doing the same thing. So it's thinking that I'm smiling even though I'm just speaking. But then if I do an angry face, you're going to see that it's quickly changing into anger, even though I'm not. But this is wonderful. It depends on what it's saved up based on the various data set that I've trained it with, but it recognizes a couple of objects pretty easily. So the background is obviously there. So if I'm not even there in the picture, you can see that it's capturing the background. But you can see that it's doing its best to switch between the objects that it thinks it is. But its emotion detection is absolutely perfect. So, but because I've only trained it on two expressions, one is smile and the other is anger. Pretty neat, right? So there are a couple of things I'm just planning to do, but out of them, this is one of them, so that I can code this and then function it into my PyCar, so that whatever happens in its interface, whatever it sees, it's able to manipulate here as well. It's able to recognize, manipulate, and understand what it's looking at. And when I say manipulate, it's basically just movement, right? So the logic is, it is stripping away the entire noise that you see and is trying to recognize the best it can what this is about. The glow engine is nothing but just a glow for the objects, the materials that you see. Right now it's not that fully functional, but that's okay. But yeah, this is pretty cool.